Well, here we are, it's late October. We're entering the seeking phase of the whitetail rut. And obviously nobody needs a reminder of how good of a time it is to be in the whitetail woods. And this seeking phase is one of my favorites, primarily for one reason. It may not be the most effective time to kill any buck, but I do think it's the best time to kill your local big mature buck. You know, the one that's a local resident of in or around your area, your hunting property. And the reason for this is simple. You know, those first does to come into estrus, or that first hot doe, more than likely the biggest, most mature buck in the area is going to find that one. And so this time of year you start to see a big increase in daylight activity, especially those mature bucks. You know, the past few weeks it's definitely increased, but a lot of it's been immature bucks. Now I'm starting to see, you know, even during the mid-morning hours, early afternoon hours, big mature bucks on their feet looking for that first hot doe. Some of the areas that I like to target this time of year, of course, feeding areas. You know, just think about like anywhere the does are going to be is a good spot to set up. So your feeding areas, your doe bedding areas in the morning. I love being back in the timber in cover in late October on those morning hunts. You get extended hunts well into the morning, and just a really good place to cross paths with a big mature buck. Another effective option that now comes into play as we enter this phase is calling, both rattling and grunting. With regards to grunting, I don't do it blind very often, but I do love getting the attention of a mature buck that's, you know, potentially out of range with either a grunt or a snort wheeze. You know, I like to be able to see and judge their reaction. Same thing with rattling, but I do like blind rattling as well, as long as I have a good setup for it. You know, let's say I'm, for example, back in some cover. I want to be against a spot where a mature buck is not going to get downwind of me. But these last few days of October and first few days of November are a really good time to call and catch up to a local mature buck. Just, you still got to be smart. You know, it's still not the rut craze type of behavior. These mature bucks are still calculated, but now is the time to move in, especially, you know, when this time of the calendar coincides with really good weather like what we have now. So good luck, and get some time in the woods.